Hi everyone, it's Dr. Bernstein and I am coming to you from the Trident Tech Library. And a number of you struggled with the quiz on signal phrases and parenthetical citation. So what I wanted to do is walk you through the answers and point out certain things to you because in many ways these details are just really tiny little things, and to me, what I really think is so important in your writing are your ideas and learning how to develop them and structure them and write really nice sentences. However, as you'll learn from one of the upcoming videos, these little things really pop out and are sort of glaring mistakes that can make a professor or make a potential employer have a negative perception of you before they even get to your ideas. So I want to make sure that everyone really understands each one of these rules because they will be important when I'm grading your papers. And this is the kind of thing that you would be double checking when you were in the proofreading stage, the final stages. You don't want to worry about them too much while you're writing because you really want to get your ideas out. But before you submit an essay, you want to double check and make sure all these things are correct. So, question number one. You do not always have to use signal phrases when inserting direct quotes. That answer is false. Most of you got this correct. You always have, whenever you're using a quote, you have to introduce it with a signal phrase. Okay, question number two. Which of the following sentences makes proper use of parenthetical citation? What is incorrect about this one is that the period is inside the quotation marks. The period needs to go outside. What is incorrect about this option is that the writer put the word page in here. You don't put page or p or anything like that in there, and there's no period after the parenthetical citation. Number three is incorrect because we already know that King is the person who made this statement, so we don't need his name in the signal phrase. So this last option would be the correct one. You have the parenthetical citation, the page number, followed by the period. Then for question number three, that is, select the sentence that contains the right type of parenthetical citation to use when the reader does not know the identity of the quote's author. So you might have had in your essay, the previous quote could have been from someone else. The reader doesn't know who is making this statement. But then I say, in this case, the author's full name has been presented earlier in the essay. So as you learned, the first time you introduce an author, you provide his or her first and last name, and afterwards you only use his or her last name. So this A would be wrong because there's no comma after King. Um, I'll go over what's wrong first. Uh, Option number three would be wrong because it says King and then the word page. And this final option would be incorrect because we already know King's full name, so we just need his last name and the page number. Now, your first essay, this isn't really going to be an issue because the reader knows that the only person that you're citing is King, because you're writing a summary. So you don't have to keep repeating his name in the signal phrases or even in the parenthetical citation. However, your second paper and even some of your research projects, you're going to be using multiple sources, and you always want to make sure your reader knows who's saying what. And this is the proper format. So better that you learn it now than have a problem later on. And so that's that for this quiz. I know some people didn't do that well, but I hope now everything is clear for you. So Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.